Okay, we're back. And I have decided to go ahead and start training evocations a bit, and I'll even get stealth up. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go mock lab. Well, yeah, we're gonna go mock lab. Swap off a Trog. And we will not bother with invocations, probably. I don't really care about demons. We're just doing this for the healing. And we'll go ahead and get the Shield of Protection. I see we have 5 enchant armors available, which is kind of nice, but I don't think we need to bother with that just yet. We're just going to enjoy the use of this axe, which is already at min delay, thanks to cross-training. Dark Maul was fun while it lasted, but it's not really a thing I need to worry about anymore. Oh, and of course I'll take shields to 15 as well. And we'll just go through depths. I suppose we could do crypts. Mesmerize is going to be interesting when Trog's Wrath comes along. Yep, there it is. Alright, we got confused as well. That sucks. Let's drink a curing so we're not confused anymore, and then we'll teleport. Wow, okay. Walk away? No? There we go. Wish I had digging. Wait, I do have digging. Good, we can rest here. Relatively safely. But yeah, Mesmerize is going to be a little bit obnoxious. Oh, there's a hostile demon from Obsidian Axe. This will be a little more smooth. I'll be able to tab more once I get some Mock-led Piety up. Which unfortunately we don't get from the Trog summons, and we don't heal from the Trog summons. Do we want Berserk Rage? Probably not really. I'm going to drop this RC Plus ring. You know what? I can probably drop Dark Maul as well. I'll do that here in a second. Confused, huh? I think we just fight all this. Oh right, we have Berserkitis. I had forgotten about that. Alright, down we go. Nice. Starting to get a little bit of healing. I'll just go ahead and drop the Dark Maul. My plan is that I might go into a Ziggurat or two, or several, just to see what Mega Zigging is like on these guys with Night Stalker and the Robe. And Darkness as well. Sort of hilariously broken if you ask me, and we'll see if we can make that work. Scroll of Acquirement. We'll do armor. Got some boots. That is a good pair of boots. The -5 intelligence is not great, but doesn't really affect me right now. So we're gonna wear it. Just for the regen and the mana +9. Which is useful for Guardian Spirit. Crap, it doesn't want to let me blink. I forgot that you can't do that. I screwed up. Let me think about this. I think I should haste. Wow. That is rough. What can we do? I could heal wounds and hope I roll well. Fear doesn't work on berserk things. Enslavement would be something smart that I should have done before instead of trying to tap this stuff. I think I have to try to out-heal it. Okay, that sort of worked. Let's use agility. We can dodge some of this stuff. Heal wounds. Read teleport. Heal wounds. It's almost like I'm a deep dwarf. Heal wounds again. This should be fine to swing. There we go. Yeah, so that was a little silly. Again, I'm not exactly trying to streak here, or putting a whole lot of effort into winning. Or else I wouldn't be... Well, I probably wouldn't have abandoned Trog at all. My opinion is that you shouldn't do that if you're trying to streak. Or if you really particularly care about your win rate. Any other broad axes spawned? No? I got all these flashes because I have my RC file set up to flash on liches. What can we do to these guys? Can lightning bolt them. I want to immolate, but it seems like a bit of a waste. I can just melee this stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to teleport. This is just a few too many things for me to want to fight at the same time. Do I care what this hat is? Maybe. Plus one hat, nah. I guess it really could only be Senv or Intelligence, which I don't really care about either right now, since the axe gives me Senv and Intelligence. I'm not really casting anything. However, I will be casting Darkness. And we'll get Blink. Being paralyzed here wouldn't be so good. Alright, hold up. Let's... We can fight the stuff. Yeah, there we go. Just trying to play a little bit risky here just because it's more fun, you know. It's not how I usually play. I would use this axe, by the way. Yeah, I would actually use this axe, believe it or not. I would just be a little more careful with it. A glaive of the guard? Yes, it is. Okay. Do we have silence? Unfortunately, we don't. Give me a sec. This is kind of rough because he could iron shot me twice with this servitor. We're good though. I used up my sack. First use. Sucks. Oh well. Sweet. Oh, we're slow. Fighting a juggernaut. Do I want to fight this stuff? Kinda. Maybe not. We'll teleport. A little bit late. There we go. Kind of going through teleports like candy here. Oh god. Well, that's not good. Slow as well. Could cancel. We're running out of heal wounds. We only have the one. Yeah, I gotta say that using blink scroll while having obsidian axe is not a fun time. Cannot blink away from the Cyclops. There we go. Alright. This time we're gonna dig. I'm gonna go up a staircase. And we're gonna rest here. There we go. Suppose I could just take off the axe and blink. That's only 2 turns, one to take off the axe and one to blink. That's probably what I should be doing. Let's see if we can duke it out with these guys. There we go. Yeah! Caustic Shrek, huh? It's not so bad if it's just one. Even if I don't have our core all the time. Alright, I got some amulets and things. Nothing I really care about, though. Yeah, none of this jewelry is really that interesting. I don't think. Gonna have to turn off those screen flashes at some point if I do decide to do Mega Zigs. Since it'll just flash like 4,000 times whenever I get a Lich floor or a Crypts floor. We definitely got the Mokleb heals now. And it looks like Trog is not mollified at all yet. Surprising. We've gone through quite a bit of experience here. Again, I wish I had silence. I guess I do have it in the form of a spell if I really wanted it. I'm just gonna berserk actually with a potion. Kill this stuff. Wow. Wasn't wanting to die there. Hey, it's Setahua. I just noticed. Pretty sweet. As long as you're still killing things under Mokleb, you're fine. I'm hoping I find Boots of the Assassin. Now that would be hilarious. Get some axe stabs. Anyway, we've done Depths now. We have failed to mollify Trog, which is fine. I think I'm just gonna go to Crypts. We're just gonna try to tab Jory. It may not work. The problem with Jory is he seems like such a pushover. and then, you know, surprise, you just take a ton of damage. I gotta get rid of this berserkitis. Let's drink a potion of mutation. And another one. There we go. Cool. Requirement. We'll get armor. Artifact gloves, huh? They're good. We can probably forego picking up amnesia. I'm at the point in the game where I'm not going to memorize things that I don't want. Gotta kill that flight ghost. Anyway, looks like Trog is almost mollified. How are we doing on experience? Our training target for stealth is 20, evocations is 15. And we'll focus on shields, so we're getting close. Okay. Down to the final floor of crypts. It's nice being able to tab through all this stuff. Of course, all it really takes is one torment party to really make me have a bad day, considering that I don't even have any RN. I want to not be on the water. That's okay, we'll just evoke flight. That way we don't have to worry about... missing attacks. There we go. Hey, Lajatong of Order, that's a fun unrand. Not particularly good. I would argue it should be buffed because it's like... Okay, it's +7 and it's silver. What does silver do extra damage against? Basically nothing. Orbs of fire. Okay. You know. Do I want to duke it out with this stuff? Probably not. Paralyze some of this stuff. Alright, this is okay. Okay, Trog's not mad at us anymore. So somehow I survived Trog Wrath despite handling it mostly with the tab key. So that's fun. We can drop tomahawks. going on with these rings? Ooh, ooh, that one's good. Wow. Also, apparently I have been wearing resist corrosion the whole time. Just didn't notice. Our poise, RC++, RN+, well, we're already maxed out on resistances, except for RN and RLEC and our core. I think I'm happy wearing the Slate +5 and the +5 AC for now. Yeah, in fact, we can, as good as this ring is, we can drop it. I could see putting it back on, like, if I wear Robe of Night, maybe? Probably not. Alright, that's Crypts. Suppose I should probably dig through this. Come to think of it, we can drop this Wand of Disintegration. Probably those other wands as well at some point. Wow, the game is really throwing me some RC++ and RN+. Just gonna drop these rings next to the Ziggurat if it wants to stop lagging. Yeah, okay, so this guy, and this guy. Shields is almost at 15, which is what we need for min delay, or whatever you want to call it, it's not really called min delay, it's just the skill point you need to remove all the penalty from wearing it. Should probably train up some hexes and stuff if we're going to do this. I see that they've made hexes suck on Dusk Walkers with -3 aptitude. That's probably on purpose to maybe discourage you from doing what I'm gonna do with my tiny line of sight. What do I want to do? I guess I want to get the Horn of Geryon. Oh god, it's Murray. I may have to leave. The problem is he can torment me. Wish I had Holy Word. I do have Holy Word. I guess let's Holy Word real quick. I'm just focusing Murray down. Actually, let me kill that. Let's see if we can melee him before he torments me. Probably should have hasted. Let's Holy Word again. There we go, he's dead. Alright, this isn't so bad anymore. Got a little bit of corrosion. Okay, we're taking the axe off. Oh. That's unfortunate. Got shoved off the, shoved off the exit. That's okay. Gonna rest up. As long as we don't get corroded, we should be able to just fight through pretty much everything on this level. Particularly now that Murray's dead. I don't like that I wasted 2 Holy Word scrolls on him, but it's better than dying. Good God. Oh, I'm 16 corroded. Have to evoke flight. I'm really just hoping I get Boots of the Assassin so I can have these obsidian axe stabs. It would be kind of funny. Okay, we're not corroded, so we should be able to melee all this. There we go. Take the horn, it's good to have. Lets you out of some very bad situations. Like the one I was in on that Sand Dwarf playtest. Which, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I don't think it was a particularly good representation of the species. You know, since I worship Jivia and it took away my intelligence. Actually, I'm sure I said that. If you watched the previous video, anyway, you'll have seen that. Anyway, So we could go for some more runes, or we could just dive right into a Ziggurat. Can't cast Darkness yet. I have Brilliance, that would probably let me cast Darkness. Looking for some hexes, since I'll be using hexes anyway. Anyway, I'm just done. I was just doing some key manipulation here on the changing around which keys the spells were on. I like to put, I mean, if you've watched my videos, you know this already, but I like to put capital letters for the things that just take effect immediately, because then you're less likely to accidentally cast it. Whereas if I fat finger the keyboard and hit D, it's no problem for Yara's Unraveling, because it's going to try to look for a target. And I'll have a chance to hit escape or whatever to get out of it. Anyway, let's go to, well, we got RC+, we got RF+, so Gehenna and Coquetus are an option. We've got enough Evocations and Sacks of Spiders and Horn of Garyon that Pandemonium, that thing that happened before, shouldn't happen again. Although we lack any kind of Torment resistance other than one level of RN, so kinda bad. Actually, I'm gonna do Zot. I'm gonna do Zot for the experience. That's interesting. One problem with having this much stealth is that things will just walk away from you. And not even notice that you exist. Let's take a look at our artifacts real quick in case I missed anything. Doesn't look like it. There's enchant armor. We've got quite a lot of enchant armor now. And that's pretty nice, although I'm kind of holding out for a large shield. Probably shouldn't do that. Holding out for a large shield that has a brand on it, that is. Oh wow, I've been fighting with Robe of Night on. Well, it must not be so bad. Nice, the Chaos spawn actually paralyzed that electric golem. Without our elec, those can be pretty brutal. Pretty nasty. Okay. We're trained up. Let's see if we can cast darkness yet. Not really. How about if I remove my -5 boots, was it? Yes, not much of a benefit. Take it up to 15, I guess. Spellcasting to 8. We'll take dodging to 10. I am going to need to do some inventory management if I go into a Zig. Excuse me. It is kind of cool how Mockleb just trivializes, you know, a part of the game that is generally kind of hard, like Zot. Although, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have gone Mockleb, because I've already done it like a million times on those deep dwarves. And the videos after this will have even more deep dwarves. So in retrospect, I probably should have just done like Dithmanos or something for fun. I would have done that, by the way. I would have done that if I had found Boots of the Assassin. That would be kind of fun. Nope, no brand on the large shield. Check out these cloaks. It could always be MR plus or invisibility or something, you know. Of course, when you find Obsidian Axe, I don't want to say that Mockleb is the only god that you could ever go, but it's certainly the one you probably want to pick. You know, you need something that encourages you to just keep fighting. Okay, we are at the ending. Well, we can fight Berserked Orb Guardians like it ain't no thing, so that's cool. Anyway, I probably don't want to go in here with Obsidian Axe. I probably want to get LRD and break in, since this fork does not have the goofy LRD change. Even that's dangerous on this character. Let's explore the rest of the floor. Those demons can be useful. I mean, you see them killing electric golems and things. That's very nice. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go into a Zig. We're gonna try to finish the Zig. Call this like a personal challenge, I guess. Let's turn off these wands. Don't need acid, don't need ice blast anymore. I'll keep paralysis. Yeah, no, we're just gonna have a little bit of fun. And if I die, it's not really a big deal. I think I've showcased Dusk Walker pretty well. At least as compared to the Sand Dwarf run. Maybe I'll just do Ziggurats until I die. We may not get through the first one without any kind of torment resistance. You're probably making a mistake going past 10 levels of a Ziggurat. Is there anything else I can drop that I don't care about? Probably corrosion resistance, but then again, we could get slime floors, so that's wouldn't be great. Oh, we can drop magic mapping. Alright, 4 slots. Okay, we pop on Robe of Night. Sort of less useful, I guess, for the first Zig. Oh wow. This is officially the shortest line of sight you can get. 2 by 2. Pretty cool, huh? I should have enchanted up my shield. Oh well. Nice. Did we just one-shot? Yeah, we one-shot the Shadow Fiend. Which is, by the way, I need to make a note. Change that name back to Shadow Fiend. Because I'm gonna suggest that. As something that maybe should be done. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, since this is a fork, I can actually make those kind of suggestions. It would never happen in mainline crawl, but nobody liked that name. It's silly, it's kind of hard to type. It's not more interesting just because it's from like a Native American mythology rather than a European one, in my opinion. But mainly it's hard to type, which is kind of bad for newer players when they're trying to look things up. Then again, there's that Laura Creepa or whatever, I don't really know how to pronounce that. It's the invisible demon. Loro Croapoa, something like that. People seem to like that one, but that's been around a lot longer. All right, let's see if we can kill the mummy floor. This is certainly something. We're not getting tormented. Just kind of getting lucky, I guess. Whoa! Whoa, Reaper just slammed me. Enchant armor, let's use these. Guess this is an earth floor. Funny thing about having darkness, by the way, is that with obsidian axe, I'm filling up the very tiny number of squares that can show up with my own dudes, which is kind of cool. Manual of crossbows, we won't be needing that. Oh god, let's immolate. Not exactly the best thing when you have darkness up and everything, but it worked. A stat ring. +5 strength, +4 dex. Not really worth it. Darkness is not lasting very long, unfortunately. Oh yeah, we're gonna immolate here. Wow. This is certainly something. Why don't we Holy Word? Things are dying. I'm taking tons of damage and it's healing as well. Thanks to Mocklab. This would be pretty sweet if only I had Necromutation somehow online. Don't need this. Do I want Guardian Spirit or do I want Amulet of Air? I want Amulet of Air. Get a lot of nice things off of that. Scythe of Curses, that's cute, but not really something we need. Yeah, I really am just gonna go through this Zig, and we'll see what happens. Either I win or I don't. This is one of those floors you can just tab. Cloak of the Thief is nice to have, I guess. -2 slang's not so good. However, we could with fog, I guess. I wonder if I use darkness and then I use fog. Doesn't really do anything, does it? I mean, it's the same line of sight that I had before. Probably not a useful thing then for this character. Plus stealth is nice, but it's not really worth the -2 slay. Okay, let's go down. Let's fly over this stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, this is okay, we can tab this stuff. Okay, first of all, let's get rid of, well, manual summonings. We might actually want that at some point. We're gonna have to stick with the +2 gloves, I think. Regen's not all that useful. Hey, horse barding. Black Knight's horse barding. That's really nice for a centaur. Not so much for me. Got some more enchant armor. And somehow I dropped my potions of might. I don't know how that happened. Glad I'm not leaving those behind. Whoa, ho, 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 ho! There's a floating eye and it's fully charged. We're gonna need to fear him away. Bit of an odd floor. Shapeshifter floor? It's Vault's floor. Vaults and shapeshifter type things. The Cursed Ring of Quotus. Not very good. I'm gonna drop this Dagger of Disto. I don't think we're gonna be relying on Disto unwields today. Let's get a couple of armors. Got a cloak. MR++. However, we're already immune to Ancient Liches without it, so I'm just gonna, well, it gives me more EV, I guess. Couple more EV. Fine, we'll use it. Look through this stuff real fast. There's nothing else of value. Nothing I can drop, really, as well. I'm gonna berserk here. Should have probably put on our core. I'm just gonna wait around and let my demons kill that guy. Maybe not. Trying to avoid getting too many nasty mutations. Misshapen body doesn't really matter. Cool, our shield is fully enchanted. Ziggurat floor 14, we're getting down in there. We're very well into the parts where I would not be doing this anymore. Okay, let's wait for corrosion to end. Alright, we gotta put on resist corrosion, I guess. I'll actually Berserk again. I'll just tab this stuff, whatever. We'll see. Roll the dice on mutations. Didn't get any very good. I see that I have a potion of experience. Let's use that. Dagger mutation is available now, if I really wanted to train that up. Would take quite a while, though. We could tab through this floor. Maybe. No interesting rings, despite having found several artifacts. Oh boy. We wanna emulate here, and I'd like the holy word as well. Quite a lot of danger in this spot. Could get flayed, tormented. Yeah, I think I'm going to holy word one more time. Well, I suppose I could take a dagger, certainly not that one because it's star noise, and get to work on stabbing, but I tell you, it would be so fun if we had if we had Boots of the Assassin. That would be an exciting thing. All right. Well, this isn't great. Definitely want to emulate here. Whoa, a lot of... Whoa, and we're dead. Yeah, that was bound to happen. Fighting that many pearl dragons at the same time is going to wreck you. Particularly if I don't have heavy armor on. But anyway, like I said, I was just going to do a Ziggurat until I died. Could I have done that floor a little better? Maybe. I'm curious what happens if you try to cast Darkness before you go into the Halo. I'm guessing it just gets canceled out, or they cancel each other out. But, yeah, it wouldn't let me cast it while I was already in the Halo, so I don't really know. Don't really know what would happen if I would keep my minimized line of sight, or if it would just turn off the spell, or what exactly would happen there. Yeah, I mean, the traditional way to go through Ziggurats is like, you have Firestorm and you just destroy everything with 9th level spells, you know. But it is an interesting idea. I've seen people do this kind of thing with demon spawns with Night Stalker, although they would have an even harder time on holy floors. But anyway, that's the Dusk Walker. fun little species and a fun little fork called X-Crawl. The idea of being able to drain on each attack, or have a chance to drain on each attack regardless of what your actual eco is on your weapon, is pretty cool. More meaningful in the early game than the late game, but still very, very powerful and useful ability. And I like that it's kind of unique. I think they previously had a Devour ability, which is was like a knockoff of the Hydroform thing, where you you kill stuff, you eat it, and then you gain hit points. They don't have that anymore. Obviously, it's a bit of a work in progress. You know, this fork is very new, but I think this species is pretty well balanced. Personally, pretty strong in the early game, but it's not like it has a bunch of hit points, like extra hit points or anything. I think it's actually 0% on hit points as far as per level. What the extra is. Certain races like deep dwarves and trolls get either 20 or 30 respectively. But I think Duskwalkers are on par with humans. They may even have like less than normal hit points. I'd have to check. But yeah, no, they seem pretty balanced to me. It seems like a fun race. I'd probably keep them the way they are. I might screw with their aptitudes a little bit. I don't know if it is necessary that hexes should be like -3, for example. But I mean, I think it would be cool to encourage them to go for the darkness spell just to get that tiny line of sight. Like that's neat. Of course, you're not necessarily going to find the robe of night, but you could still cut the line of sight down pretty low. But anyway, I had fun. Hopefully you did too. Next time we will go back to the streak that I've scheduled. So I just decided to kind of bring out these X-Crawl videos, which I've filmed way later than when I was doing that streak. Just because it's a fork that I found myself interested in. I think there's a lot of cool stuff going on with it, and you should check it out. Link will be in the description as usual, and yeah, next time, get back to the streak. Until then, I am signing out.